What is up, Gamer Army? Welcome back to another episode of Psycho Gamer. I am always your host, Aubrey, and today we are going to talk about a few things Arcade1up related. I know, big shock. But we are going to talk about Arcade1up's Outrun Stand Up is available for purchase. We're going to talk about their 3-foot tall arcade stick, and we're also going to talk about the semi-successful launch of their pinball machines. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Stay tuned. We're going to go over all these different points right after this. All right, welcome back. Like I said, we are going to talk about 2 or 3 different little topics today. First topic we are going to talk about is going to be Outrun Stand Up. Now, they did say last year that it was supposed to come out this year at some point. It has come out, but there's only one place that I've been able to see that is really selling it, and that is the Home Shopping Network. So we're going to go ahead and switch over into my computer. We're going to go ahead and talk about this and give it a somewhat in-depth kind of look. Here we are, Arcade1up Outrun Stand-Up Edition with driving controllers, riser, and marquee. $599. Now my question is, how is it more expensive for the stand-up version than the sit-down version? There's a whole lot more going on with the sit-down one than there is the stand-up one. People are doing mods and adding racing chairs and lights and all sorts of crazy stuff that I've been seeing people do on the fan pages. But this one, they took out the big old seat more than anything else. So I'm very confused on why they're selling it for more than this. But when we do a little bit of a zoom in there, which it's not much of a zoom, you can see how they do the pedals. So they actually have a full riser there instead of missing virtually the entire front part of it, where it just has the pedals connected down below. It's not too bad of a design. I'm sure that it's going to be a lot of plastic more than anything else, so hopefully the quality is up to snuff. You still have your basic controls, just like the actual sit-down one. You have the steering wheel, the basic steering wheel, which some people, I think I've been hearing people have actually liked the steering wheel. You got your shifter, have a startup buttons, and pretty much everything else that's going to go in with this game. You got the side profile, the left side profile, right side, straight ahead, which it is also talking about the other games that are on here other than just plain old Outrun. And there's your little 45-degree angle that they always love to show pictures of, which is not a bad thing. I actually always like the 45-degree angles. Scrolling down here, specifications, features. 4 games, new steering wheel, cabinet design, gas pedal and brake, 17-inch color screen, which is typical, light-up marquee, variable volume switch, dual speakers, on-screen game selection menu, games settings menu, plugs into the AC outlet, which is kind of a duh thing, clear protective control deck cover, which I'm so glad they all come with now, or at least 99% of them seem to come up with. I have seen pictures of older Arcade1up cabinets, and just the art is just worn right off of the control deck, which kind of sucks. Anti-tip over strap. This may be one you may or may not want to go ahead and attach to your wall so it doesn't just fall right over. 89.5 pounds, 22.75 inches deep, 19 inches wide, 57.8 inches high, which is typical. It's about your 5 foot high almost. Version without the, or which includes the riser, 45.8 inches without the riser. Now, what games come on here? Well, just like the original one that came out, the sit-down, includes Outrun, Turbo Outrun, Outrunners, and Power Drift. So you do have some pretty good games still. I think this game will probably be a little more suited for people standing up rather than they will sitting down, because that chair was pretty pointless and worthless when it came to that particular game. A lot of people were complaining how their back was hurting after a while. I could see this being suitable more for kids more than anything else, but I think had they scooted up the actual bench, I think that people would have had a little bit better experience when it came to this particular game. So also, Stand Up is going to take a whole lot less room. Now, it's not going to be like the Arcade1up Star Wars Arcade. Star Wars Arcade was good sitting down or standing up. It really didn't matter when it came to that one, as long as you were able to actually play that game. Next thing we're going to talk about is the giant joysticks. Yes, that giant joystick that they showed off at CES, I think it was last year or a year before. People are buying them. Why? Because it is ridiculous. This is the actual Pac-Man one, which you can actually go and buy directly from bestbuy.com right now. I will have a link provided for you below. But it is the Pac-Man giant joystick. It looks weird, but people will buy it. You have Pac-Man going all the way around it. You have all your buttons very synonymous with actual Arcade1up things. It looks like a giant Atari controller is really what it does. I'm going to scroll down here. We're going to look at these a little bit. Games included is going to be Pac-Man, Pac-Mania, New Rally X, Galaga, Galaga 88, Dig Dug, Super Xevious, Rolling Thunder, Dragon Spirit, and Mappy. So you have a number of games on there, 10 games. Plugs in through HDMI like many of those other little controllers like they've released, and any of the other companies that have released those little portable HDMI things that you can plug in and has a bunch of games on it. It does not plug into the wall, though. You do have to actually buy AA batteries to play with it, which are not included. So you're able to play right out of the box. It does have one USB port. Not sure what the USB port is for. Maybe plugging in and doing updates, firmware updates, just like they're doing with many of the other cabinets that are out there on the market. It has a 90-day warranty, has 30-day manufacturer labor warranty. So that's not a very long warranty. I think realistically, these should have either 6 months or a year warranty on these for parts and labor like many of these other companies are going to actually have. So I just think that their warranty is just not long enough, and I think that they do need to really work on their customer service and customer support when it comes to customers. I've heard too many horror stories of people having parts not working, parts being missing right out of the box, and just dying after 3 or 4 or 5 months. That shouldn't be happening. I mean, yes, you want to have a backing from your community, but you got to stand by your community, guys. John D., I know you've heard the complaints. You've had people message you and email you and probably say some pretty nasty things to you about their stuff not working. So that's my little soapbox. Please, guys, get better at it. Turn any television into an in-home arcade with Arcade1's whimsical, very nice use of word there, Pac-Man giant joystick. There are a couple of other ones. There is a regular joystick, which looks like a big Atari controller. With a wireless Bluetooth connection, include HDMI dongle, place this fun little machine anywhere in the room without fiddling with messy wires. Has the 10 games. It is just ridiculous. It is measuring in at under 3 feet tall. I don't know where I would put that or why I would put that anywhere. I'd probably buy it, play it a couple times, and stick it on a shelf if I had a shelf that tall. So go check it out. If you haven't purchased one and you want to have something ridiculous, you can get it now, free shipping, by March 18th, or pick it up by the 19th. So very interesting. And yes, it is my birthday this month. I do get to save money because of my birthday. So the next things you're looking at, Marvel Pinball and Star Wars Pinball have both come out. However, there have been a lot of complaints about broken parts, about the machine not working, the screens having glitches and errors. The reviews for some of these are so bad that the Star Wars Pinball on GameStop.com has 87 reviews at a 2.1 out of 5, and Marvel has 65 at 1.4. What are some of these ones people are saying? It died after an hour. Pretty cool machine, but when we start scrolling down, well, not too many people have really posted that much stuff about their experience, at least on this particular one, and it got stuck at the bottom. So we're going to go to the Star Wars one, place where we can see it before we buy. These are just basic questions. But you look at 61 reviews at 1 star. You got 20 reviews at 5 stars. Now, I don't think all these have to do with, hey, I'm sorry, but this sucks because it took forever to get my item. After review, if you don't send it, this one never got sent. They've been waiting for a very long time, but I think a lot of people are having their orders postponed, and I think that's a lot of frustration that people are actually having. So there's going to be a lot of negative reviews just based off that alone, but you can see people are happy with their items, but this person got pushed back. Again, input lag makes it unplayable. So there, like I said, there are people who are having a lot of major issues with this game. Solenoids did not even work properly. So, I don't know. Did you buy one of the Arcade1up machines? I know that the Mars Attacks one, or Attack from Mars, is coming out, if it hasn't already come out for some people. But have you bought one of these machines? Have you already received yours? What was your experience like? Is your experience any better than what these people are talking about? I'd love to hear your stories below, and if you plan on getting one of these, especially after knowing that people are having so many issues right now. So that's going to really do it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I just really want to see how many of my viewers, how many of you guys are having issues with Arcade1up's machines. Whether it's an old issue, whether it's a current issue. If you got one of the new ones, are you planning on doing a mod? I've been seeing people that have been modding and adding different televisions and monitors to some of these machines, and I've seen some pretty insane things, especially for Big Buck Hunter. I was kind of surprised to see people were buying that and adding things like 32-inch screens to the things, which really made the screen just kind of pop a whole lot better than what is actually with the cabinet itself. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe, guys. Turn on those post notifications. And stay tuned. I'm hoping to get some more content out for you guys sooner rather than later. But until then, guys, as always, game on.